That be the suspect. But that new National Election Watch, therefore watch out for the future. Because what you know, if not betray them country, it will tell them in the future. Because Salon will not undergo too much problem at this world here. We don't undergo almost a war. We don't cut people the hand, cut them foot. We don't get election except with no election within that country where they don't conduct, we don't get problem. No election from Pakaba in them. Say and Skoma in them, first and second term, they get controversy. So these are not to new thing. But if they decide to go encourage foreigner, only they can destabilize the country. Because they get boku weapon for sale. Other African countries, they either open out and say, you know what, we're not the first anymore. We decide what we get, now for we protect them. We decide for sell, for betray we country, they go bring foreigner for let them sell. They go kill so Germany inside the country where they supposed to defend. So all I know behind this election, not nothing. Behind this election, and then because matter you talking about what you say, he say that comments with that ambassador make na salon. He say that he don't call for coup. Because people then they read different way. They interpret in different way. If you grab, you say you know recognize, you know what they call election. What's on a Hyundai? Election America. Any election at the world, you get 50%, now you some president. The majority carry the vote, 50+1 after runoff. But America, you get 50%, you get majority that you know win. Because what you do according to the constitution, they write 250 years ago, then say na electoral college. Everybody respect them. What's the majority carry the vote now? Because now the elected for don't be president. Because if it Donald Trump. For majority. So salon election are the same thing. The constitution says that citizens they go for do. How do they count the vote? America for respect salon constitution. But they not for take the bully, they not for begin bully country because they depend on aid. They begin to interfere. According to the how they call it, Geneva Convention or what they call illegal for what they do. But then even comment. Ambassador comment for sovereign state election. Nobody knows what in America. European, we come they complain. What are they put more for America case? Nobody said it. Now they go give 1 million. They say because they don't create confusion. They go give 1.5 billion. They say they go reform. Because they're so poor. That's all. They're not supposed to interfere. But any country where they control the election, leave them alone. All
right. Thank you so much. Eti Yusuf Tokam say people then go say conspiracy theory, so Lord left from at that.
That's right.
Thank you so much, brother. Take care. Let me listen to other people then, please. Thank you. VS Network. Hello, waiting on you. Who said you call from, please? WhatsApp, right, please.
Yes, Mr. Kagwa, the call from Virginia.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, brother. Waiting on you take on the program tonight, sir.
Take it very simple. We all know if brother they when they call, people they call and say matter be win the election. We all know say no win the election because it is still struggle for legitimate in government. And we all know say the election enough free and fair. But matter be if it happens say go away with this one, and while say. For me, I just want an example. We can always talk, say, APC them, they will do this, they will do this, they will do this, they will do this. So they expect, say, where safety come, they will fix the problem, waiting down, they do, they not go back and do it. So if it happen, in go away with this one, stay in power. Let me not say 4 years for they go out, in back go out. But let me say 4 years left for one now. So if they fix this committee was also they come for organize the election laws them, it go fine. Which I mean by that, and make any government will come if I make sure say waiting company on a bad info come for improve them. But if you always try to reflect waiting they don't happen before, you're not going to push go before. You go think about the past just a little bit and think about the future. You go about what you want to do. People they call say the America result. Don't left America. Let left for America. America results. He clean. Anywhere we not get it, go contest them, and then they count them back. Maybe expecting this particular election, so therefore go for recount. It is not for say for go again for vote again. Oh, the result they did it, the ballot they did it. Let them go and recount the whole till everybody see. But again, if it matter be we win this election, why not we talk to the NEC, Mohammed Connect, for let pull the result, pull the station by pull the station. Let we all know so the doubts will clear up. But like I tell you, if you go away with this, it will go away with this world. So we know we'll go away the day of Qiyam, the day of judgment, becoming a Muslim. And if I believe say the Quran are true, let me not go thief. I'll take that money, they go build mosques. I'll say I'll get blessing for a no, I didn't get blessing. Any money matter build and eat right now, so not to claim money do it. And what we understand, when we die, we got to go for judgment. Always you don't enjoy your house, we don't go put up for 1 minute inside hellfire, they pull up. They ask about we don't ever enjoy my life. We say, my born, I know and they enjoy it. So why would we take this world also for take of next world? We know we try to do the right thing. For God's sake, let us try to do the right thing. People they suffer, we all people they suffer. If you win the election, let them show the result, let everybody see. Then go there, count the ballots them because they don't already vote already. Let them just prove and more. Not say for Iran, we know the more about Iran right now. The one that already vote, let them go one by one, then count them back. Everybody see the doubt clear to me, it clear to you, clear to the entire people. Let not talk about that be win this station. I'll go with them. But let me tell you one thing. Any two person doing this world as well, he go see this world if we die. We don't see leader them. How did they end? How did people they end? Now, bad example, we don't begin the make sure for rig election all the time. And they tell them begin the election. Let's say the civilization will be there like I did so now. But matter be do with impunity, everybody see say go this thing clear. And people all man know. They really know say this election no winner. But they try for force people and for do any goodness you do, not you not get blessing. No. Let's say you build glass for win na salon. You never forget that blessing day. Because not to the right you do. The money no halal. Not pure. So my brother, what you do, we tell you thank you and continue for the sensation really all you know. Say now so they happen, you know. So that me don't take that and say no more. Let the brother left for the top. Anything we come for bad, they compare America. America this, America this, America this. Not also any side where they vote, where they get appointment, they go count there. For let people then pull the fairness. For say this particular also, this particular station also, then count them, it clean and everything. Look, Georgia, then go they count back.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, let me allow that.
Thank you so much. That's fine. I appreciate my brother.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me take another call. VS Network. Collaborating in the side away from please. Right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, now for reduce the volume on your set, sir. Please, brother.
Yes, please. I've done this. Thank you.
All right. So go ahead. Waiting you take on the program tonight, sir.
Yes, Mr. Kagbo. Me, Ahmed, from UK, actually. Thank you very much. Good to see you back. Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to go on with this last brother. You know, Mr. Kagbo, you don't analyze these things long ago from this election. You don't calculate. We all nationalize one good thing. America when they come for can impose their policy on Sierra Leone rather than just one for help. But how they can help we because I need some people and they talk with me. If they pay me for say this election, don't matter don't win and don't now so no more get for left now. And America be done too. America also get fraud system. Then we try for help we for what we go to standard. Best practice. You don't extend this thing long for when this election. Now if Bada don't see win this election, why would we for all the tripartite committee? Why America, all these people they them put in the joke? They are not joking, Mr. Kagbo. And Madam you get for just abide to this system. Forget about the court system now. We instead of film, we all see now. Now today look not to blame my child, they don't appoint as a judge now the court system. So it tells you. So how Sierra was done dumb. The vision at that time security them, where camera no be there, nothing no be there. This thing, this time, no, it's not the work. And it tells everybody they listen on it. Madam, if you go away with all this all this rerun, that country they go back to other things. I'm telling you, and people are ready. You know, we got to fix the things, we got to do the right thing. We not condone wrong things, we don't embrace and say, we want to be a God day. No, now this mentality now don't put for people then they lie, they come in with some fraudulent action. Look at what happened today. Look at the unprecedented privilege that will happen. People in the suffer. I don't know some of them that they talk, they really get family their back home. Because now they tell you what they happen, now it's at Sierra Leone. Some of we way they will get to brothers, they will go friends, they will go slow graduate, waiting at the military, waiting at the police, waiting at the teaching field, where some of whom people belong, be living in the struggle. Then the struggle seriously. Look at the pay today. They tell you, say, government don't come with this, government don't come with muscle, not to government, they operate them, and just make them buy shares, they sell shares them, they sit back, somebody else is 10 years is cheap. Count 10 years after at the end of the month. It's 400,000 or 400,000. How much the minimum with 800,000? Now, every day. People they suffer today. Look at the bag of rice and go above 800,000. Oh, no, we look at all of these things. We just talk about some things away. Wait, if you know the care, we go say this my it takes this election. We know it. It's broadly every right is clear. Somebody they see, somebody knew they go connive with foreign people them for can't stop the council. What kind of hypocrite talk they want? But they will have left this political game here. What will put this politics aside? What will put this color aside? This is not about APC or SLPP. Now, what will go away from party business? What will look at the right thing? What thing for be done for make me a use to see the country grow? Nobody talk about election now. Now we'll talk about how the country return investment and stuff. But everyone should only 5 years. What actually happened within these 5 years? Nothing absolutely. Where are the development? 5 years today. Nothing. Nothing. So we don't go think of this. Sometimes we talk about this kind of things as if the only thing was in the country, as if the country needs some sanity. Look, elections done, but up to today. So imagine, election done, but up to today we are struggling. America, not to Liberia, don't move forward, so they don't in a good matter, they don't make immigration. Instead of fraudulent acts they will receive, just try to capture it everywhere. All parliament, all the judiciary, people say go to look at the judiciary today. All of these things, they make people absolutely, they become skeptical. People go look at it in most of all the parties them, most of the all, only if it's not able to kill. They kill all the other parties them. If we allow Marabi go out this year, me we live in some of us now that's why you go die. Because it will be worse than Gaddafi.
All right.
It's terrible, it's terrible.
Yes.
You don't analyze this thing over and over. You don't talk at least it's a whole lecture. People can get sense. You are not saying it because you are this. Of course, your party now. How you call it? That's my guy. Because you see now you elect the best person. So you know the party. My guy, you don't die. You don't.
Yeah, Charles Magai.
You know Charles Magai. You say now you elect your best rule. So that. So you remember when you say you are APC, you are APC. No, you are none. So you just say things and the right thing. And some of us will say, will they follow the right thing now? They talk. So they say the matter will support them. But we will not say anything for support matter. For me, one. It's not the brother.
Yeah, thank you too,
the worst people I ever seen that are only born in that country. Now the worst is what we don't get.
Thank you very much. Let we allow other people. And in fact, the point to me, brother, just make where I keep the saying from waiting I read the best leader so far where Salon don't get now Milton Magai, Sam Milton Magai. So if I continue for the say that in a technical sense, somebody go accuse me saying SLPP because Milton Magai now be SLPP. But one day somebody not say that, but they keep they kind of because of my last name and stuff. I don't care for APC and SLPP. But anyway, let we take. I really it don't pass 2 hours. I really want to talk about the main topic, but let me take one more call and I go delve into the main topic. Unfortunately, because of the technical issue with the WhatsApp line, we could not really get many calls them. But I'm glad you will not they call now. VS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting your name and who they call we from, please.
Good evening, Mr. Kago. This is Amand to talk.
Hello, brother. Thank you so much for we call. And waiting you take on the program tonight, sir. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Firstly, I just want to touch on this issue we raised on the tripartite committee.
Yes.
You know, since the word go, make no one possible be say the intention we both parties then go into that dialogue, not be genuine. Everybody want for outsmart in company. Now
Yes.
that make if you look the outcome and the language where they write them, you will see beaucoup flaws there. You will begin wonder, is this a proper agreement signed by people and we think they are so educated? Really? You see the deceit in the entire agreement. And one evidence of the deceit, now when you listen to when Samuel Kamara talk about the agreement immediately after they sign them, when it completely mislead people and they tell them, see, within 6 months, they will get something like a runoff elections. That was completely misleading. Then the second evidence I will point out quickly. Now, when you hear people from the government side, they comment about this agreement, then go talk about number 1, president for address, number 2, APC for go, number 3, but then they talk about the number 4, where it's supposed for the go on, which is the release of all political prisoners. Them, even though that safe in itself, it gets big question because you have to ask the question. So we get political prisoners. Them, what are them political prisoners? That's what we get. But the government side not even mention that. I listen to the chief minister. I listen to the information minister a couple of times now. Nobody is talking about that. But that's supposed to go on. But now already we see they all stuck on this tripartite thing. We for the past couple of weeks will not get any update. So they go back to the intention where they go into this agreement with. And when you listen within people like the United States, they say the achievement or the way what you would need for let we get this MCC money, what we so badly need in our country, based on the government in fulfillment of own side of this agreement. But people are still underrate this tier, so underrate them, and we they in need of them money than they. Look the water and the light system who get our country. Imagine card power the tell we say now, then go cut light power. Minister say not so it be, but we owe them some money. Who is telling the truth here? Whether they talk the truth? I don't think say the minister they talk the truth. Una owe the people the money. That's not the honest thing, me think saying the right thing that they owe their money. But if we get this MCC money, we can able develop our infrastructure, able get something when we will for manage for ourselves. Then come to your main topic quickly where they talk about the corruption index. I will say this again, like in your last show week before last week, or be there last week. We know the Fed corruption the right way. Singapore, for example, they make a very clear example with the Vice Minister by then. Now, so the Fed corruption. The Fed corruption for let somebody say, I take something I go survive. They ask me, I can pay. Not to loan company you run or to revenue collector. You Fed corruption for deter people, let it not do them again. That's not the meaning of anti. We say anti, you discourage somebody from doing it. But we're not serious at all for Fed corruption. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you.
And thank you. You just wrap them up for me. And thank you so much. And let God bless. I agree 100% with your assessment. In the first place, all two the party them not be genuine. They all be kind of get agenda for this tripartite. But unfortunately, Salon people are not able to see them, then twist back and say, oh, now in the interest of the Salon people are not so true. And they come through very clearly. And just like our brother say, the information minister I talk about number 1, number 2, number 3, and then it's talk. Talk about number 4, and it take up to number 8, 9. And then remember, then give 6 months period. So we don't do 3 months. So in 3 months time, when I talk on number 3 for points, then we get up to number 8, 9. So definitely. So the question now is, the government they have a buy time after 3 months and say, okay, well then dismiss, then dismantle the committee and say tripartite time up. Because clearly I go say the answer is yes. The president don't get what he want. For like APC folks then go to parliament. And the APC folks they now again somewhere they mislead in supporters them for say, oh, election go come, then go do a rerun in 6 months. That's completely false. But let me pack that aside. And again, to me, anything where I say, I can always like for backer with proof. Even though we get one guy, we can always, I don't know, for whatever reason, can gladly where they use numbers then where so the data. So you can say, oh, the data man and stuff. So that's why we talk say that 11% threshold. Forget 11% before you get seats in a parliament. Then they are completely wrong statistically because let's say Bo, for example, Bo be supposed to forget, if I remember correctly, about 12 seats in a parliament. So if you times 12, say each parliamentarian forgets 11%, and then you get 12 seats. So when you multiply, what you get? You get above 100%. And we all know, say statistically, that's wrong. For like you say, oh, the number of people we they na the seat, now 12, and then each person for like it gets a seat, forget 11%. So we know very well. So meaning that you get over 100% of people that will represent Bo. And we know how than they be. So that's not the statistical flawed, the statistical error we then commit. But for some reason, I kind of surprised that APC not even challenged that. And I even remember Yum Kelabi complain after the election, oh, this 11% is really high and stuff like that. And instead, I expect them for like he understand the numbers. So he even did now the Public Elections Act, the bill, the law, where them pass, how for calculate them. So quickly, again, as I say, I can like for show proof. So last show now very quickly. I don't say this don't pass. Like people then go say, oh, Mr. Kagbo, they dwell on this and all that stuff. Then they let us show now very quickly. So 2 ways then they for calculate that threshold day, where then put us 11%. The first way, you they look at the overall vote of the district, the people, the total number of people that will vote in a district, and for let you allocate seats now, you they look at say the total number of district, and then you look at the total number of seats. So the total number of votes, I should say, within the district, and you divide that by the total number of seats, and you they get the total vote where each district, each party forget, for let them go get 1 seat. So this now the Election Act, the Public Elections Act, and it's shown us so. Then the second and simple way for calculate them, now for just divide 100 by the number of seats. Then put on there at the Elections Act. So the question is then at the Act, I'll forget the threshold. But yet they not follow them. Corner after they don't pass this Elections Act, is sit down back and say, you know what? If we make them according to waiting then at the Elections Act, we go get possibility, say we go get MPs them way now independent and then smaller party them. So what do you do? He jack up the threshold and he put her up now where it don't make mathematical sense. 11%. So like that example why I give. Bo, they're supposed to get 12 seats. Connor, they're supposed to get 10 seats. So if Connor forget 10 seats and you divide 100 by 10, as a matter of fact, you forbid 10% of the total vote for like a seat. If you get 10% of the total vote, you get 1 seat. And when you times that 10% there by the number of seats when at 10, you come to 100. So they pass 100 at all. So the same thing for Bo. According to this, it make it clear. I go read quickly the A. as a percentage of the total district votes. To get the percentage, divide 100, representing 100% of the district votes, by the district seats. Before then put am there in the Public Elections Act. How for calculate the threshold? So una see Salon, they don't respect laws. Now them put the law and then they broke the law. And then people and they make, connect. My goodness, this by itself suppose for allow people and for challenge and accord. Because where I do the math, if they be do the proper assessment, now Bombali, Bombali or Tonkolili, I don't forget exactly. But when I look at the structure, one independent person for we get one vote. I think na Bombali. So APC gets the entire votes na Bombali. But you get independent person where if they be calculate the proper threshold, that person they for be get a seat. And again, the method where they use, because remember na Bo, they say SLPP win all the seats them. But SLPP not even get 100% of the votes. They don't even get 100% of the votes. So how they go get all the seats them when they don't get 100% of the votes? So what happened to the other people they wouldn't vote for? And that's now him make them say proportional representation. So for like una represent the people and we get less voice. So like where SLPP be get 80-something% of the votes na Bo, guess what? Me fumble them. As a matter of fact, if they be shape them properly, then do the proper assessment. Where if not to be that 11%, APC for be get one seat na Bo. If they be do them correctly, APC for get one seat na Bo, and independent somebody forget one seat na Bombali. And as a matter of fact, if they be go according to the proper doctrine, the concept right say that proportional representation it will give smaller parties in power. If they be do the concept right, Charles Magai for be get one seat na Kono. I be don't show now all the calculation, the correct calculation. So I know I go through that. But again, because they're not doing right, look how many months after the election, we still they talk about Salon election. But me Salon people, both APC and SL people, not for shame, not for really shame, for like election don't pass, we still they talk about methodology. And look where me brother they talk about conspiracy theory or America wants regime change and stuff. America now they ask we for now not release the result. They want for now release the result. If you feel say you win, why is so difficult for release the result to the aggregated level? I will give an example to Liberia. Liberia, as they count, they publish the results them. The disaggregated results by polling station, by district, all the results then they, even you went not to Liberian, you just go on their website, you're able to access them. So but Salon now, a poor society. So, again, no offense to me, poor people them, but really in a secret society, in a black box. So you get for be member of the society for let you know the numbers them. Like how shamefully David Senge say that openly during the tripartite. Say, APC then gets the numbers them if they want to let them publish. And so the average Sierra Leonean will not be member of them party, then they will not be party steward. So that means we not eligible for know the numbers them. So the person where the constitution give the mandate for publish their numbers then they for we the independent people them. So we not get the right. We not to Sierra Leoneans them for know the numbers them by polling station. Ebo. See this disrespect where they disrespect each other. And well done will begin blame the Westerners them, the Whitman them. We need for look we serve. We don't respect we serve at all. So clearly, if now against Whitman Oh, we not go do that. If Whitman say let we pull this before then give we loan. Oh, with Timble, we go produce them. Look where IMF talk about the conditions them for increased taxes, cut spending and stuff before they give them loan. They don't do it. But we the Sierra Leoneans, we Africans, they will not respect each other. We know say this thing go bring peace. But yet, no, I don't care about una. Whether una go police now or waiting, the 7 day don't pass. Not on our business for even know the numbers them. Ebo, now this way they disrespect each other. But let us move on. I know say we get callers there on the line, but they are a big. Let us move on. The other topic we want to talk before the main topic. I know say the main topic don't we overdo. But one other topic we want to talk about first. Now breaking news actually. President Bill. I not be able to talk about this last week because I not be able to come. But now this appointment. So on the 26th, the appointment and the person where he appoint. I know say that they try so hard for the last name and stuff like that. But for me, I don't care about the last name. I care about the process. I care more about the process. Now, this on the 26th of January, they say appointment as Justice of the Supreme Court. Una member Babatunde Edwards, waiting President Bill pull press release and say Babatunde Edwards don't go leave. So he put somebody when Justice Brown mark for like a act on behalf of Babatunde Edwards. So let I read and let una tell me if he say anything about Babatunde Edwards. Let I read them for now. And this now another example as to how we they disrespect each other. Because Babatunde Edwards, now public figure, if for whatever reason it take leave and the leave not able to come again, if not because of health reason and stuff, there's no need for giving the detail, but the need for making clear to the public. Because of health reason, Babatunde now therefore come back, and as a result, it make the seat vacant. And then the president can proceed now, based on the constitution, for fill that vacant position there. But what did he do? The man go on leave until we say, and somebody where in the president not supposed for appoint, because they appoint somebody as acting where the position of vacant. Because when somebody go on leave, not technically means say based on HR laws. Mr. Jamboree, we don't clarify that for we. And one for Telamboku Tenki. And Mr. Shilon Sef. So according to HR laws, not considered a vacant position because the position still occupied. The person not leave, he go. So according to the constitution, it's supposed to be filled by the internal folks them, and who therefore fill that position, they now the person with the highest go say the most experience. So just like any other job, some work there where you even you tell somebody, but I want to take time off, I want to cover me. So they go tell the boss, say, I don't talk to this person, the person they cover me. Does that where you they take that time off there, then they mean say you not get job again? We all know say that's not true. You still they count say you get your job, now leave you go. So you just need to get somebody for temporary cover for you. So and the boss them where they make a get for be a huge reason for let them find somebody we go replace you, then hire somebody else where they replace you and stuff like that. So but this one, President Bill, where supposed for be in role or in responsibility or in mandate, they go and appoint a temporary person where according to that letter they say Babatunde they on leave. So now on the 26th of January, they don't go now and appoint a permanent replacement for Babatunde when we don't even know and not talk anything as to what happened with Babatunde where make come back. So una see how wait make I tell una say salon we dey far for so the politicians them way particularly in this case we're supposed for protect the constitution. And President Bill take an oath, I should say, an oath for protect the constitution. Now in they bastardize the constitution so. Now in they trample upon the constitution so. Let me read. So they write this on the 26th of January to Abdullahi Masiambe Bangura, Esquire, Freetown. So, dear Mr. Bangura, appointment as Justice of the Supreme Court. I have the honor to inform you that in accordance with Section 133(2) of the Constitution of Sierra Leone 1991, Act Number 6 of 1991, it has pleased His Excellency the President, retired Brigadier Julius Madabio, to appoint you as Justice of the Supreme Court subject to the approval of Parliament. So, and it continue for say, and this are subject to the approval of Parliament. And we all know, say, Parliament will be supposed for stop this. It will be just rubber stamp. It will pass. And that's how sad. So it concludes by saying, you are kindly advised to contact the Clerk of Parliament, who will arrange a meeting with the Committee on Appointments and the Public Service of Parliament to consider your appointment. Following approval by Parliament, further details, including the terms and conditions of your appointment, will be communicated to you. Ifambule munasi, they not respect we, forgive any reason why Babatunde from leave to now in permanent replacement. Wait to make Babatunde now they come back, and this na public figure. For make sure say everything done according to books. So what he do now, it cuts the constitution, say the constitution get right for appoint a Supreme Court justice. But you not talk about that side where the constitution will get right for even appoint a replacement for the justice of the Supreme Court, Chief Justice. My bad, yeah. This not justice, not to the Chief Justice. So this not the justice of the Supreme Court. So my apologies there. But again, I'll be sort of to make reference to the Chief Justice. This not to the Chief Justice. My apologies. So that's not the case we Abua make, but this is not a justice of the Supreme Court. So now let me go to the final topic of the day before I go take the last call. Let me go to the final the final topic of the day. Okay. So the Chief Justice now be in my mind, but this is not just a justice of the Supreme Court, not to the Chief Justice. So the Chief Justice is still be Brown Mac, and we go gladdy for President Bill, even though to me constitutionally not supposed for appoint Justice Brown Mac as a Chief Justice. However, we need for know when Babatunde they come back and the situation with Babatunde. So the final topic, I want for basically talk about the Transparency International. But before I talk about this, let's give a perspective. Before I read President Bill in tweet and all that, let's give a perspective. Let una see the history of this Transparency International Corruption Index. In this, so it begin according to within a pool, because this they be done they put on together from the 90s. But I just given that the modern democracy, so I just take a span of 20 years, because we did now in 2024, but it stopped at 2023, the scorecard. So we see Kaba in time, during President Kaba in time, before EBK take power, the highest score where he get per this corruption index, now 24. So meaning 24 over 100. So if you take it in percentage, 24%. Now the highest score down there where Kababi get, 24%. President Koma come, former President Koma, that index day, the score, it go up to 31. So under President Koma, the highest score where he be get, now 31. It still be over 100. So meaning 31% over 100. So as a matter of fact, it's still considered fail. But if you compare 31% to 24%, how many percentage point difference that? Now 7 percentage point difference. The reason we make a one give una this perspective, now for let una go able use former President Koma in time compared to Tijan Kaba. So according to this index, it shows say among the three presidents them, President Kaba, President Koma, now President Bio, President Kaba in regime, corruption be there at the highest, according to this Transparency International. And I make a lekam because it give perspective. So President Kaba in regime now be the most corrupt regime compared to them three presidents here. So EBK now, unfortunately, one video day where VOA, Voice of America, be interviewer, and he talks say, well, corruption, they don't improve on the fight against corruption because look at the Transparency International. He quotes this. And during that time day, compared to the predecessor, compared to Kaba in regime, it will get 7 percentage point higher from the maximum where Kaba will get 24 to the maximum where in the EBK will get 31, a 7 percentage point difference. So 7 score difference. So 7. Now look who side we dey, me fumble them. Una remember, with all the improvements they quote and unquote, where EBK feel say it all improve the fight against corruption, but still a miserable failure, 31 over 100. But yet, the APC supporters them, oh, President Koroma, they handle the government, the country like a business. You know, they fight corruption. If you take them from that angle, again, compare him and Kaba, the answer is yes, the improvement. But the question is, that improvement, the Usai left alone. It just like you picking. You picking one term, it gets 24 over 100. The second term, it gets 31 over 100. And they come, they gladdy. Oh, papa, mama, I don't try, oh. It still fail. And then that begin to tell you, say, they gladdy, papa, I don't try. I don't this, I don't that. And they improve. So the improvement, that's where you go really pat you picking at the back for. So yes, a progressive, but it's not an improvement down there where you go right home about. You want you picking pass. Not for they fail in a lesser way. Say, oh, I not fail bad this time, but I fail. So the next year, Papa, I not fail bad oh. I fail, but I not fail bad. From 24, I get 31%. And then the next year, Mother be in term now, we get 35. So compared to EBK in 31, you say, oh, Papa, I don't try you. I fail, but I not fail bad. And in fact, he says I not fail. He say, I don't fight corruption. So now I make I want give you that perspective there. So EBK, a highest point at 31 score over 100. So President Bio take over 2018, 2017, the index be the 30. So meaning Kuruma drop small. 2018, it remain at 30. So 2019, it go up to 33. Remember, 33 over 100. That example we argue now. Yes, the pikin they fail, but not fail bad. So 2020 at 33. So a stagnant day. 2021 at 34. It go up 1 point. 2022, it remained 34. 2023 now, it go 1 point, 35. So my brother and sisters, last show una waiting President Bill right, giving them score. Pikin way they fail. And then they tell you, say, I fail, but I not fail bad. It different from somebody where they fail, but yet they glad they say pass. Because over time, it's saying at the highest point that we don't get. So to Ram, now a reason for celebrate. Like how I give you the example. Kuruma, the point between Kuruma and Kaba, now 7 percentage point. The current score went at 35 over 100 compared to Kuruma in highest went at 31, now 4 percentage point. So why Sierra Leone'S do not be buy after we became commodity? So why we still, remember the difference now 7 percentage point. Why we still they say Kuruma administration be corrupt? Corruption be there all over the place. I want for use that perspective there. If una use that perspective there, una use that logic there, not to something we for write home about, then score number here. Kuruma 7 percentage point between Kaba, the highest point. So far, Marabil, a highest point at 35. Over Kuruma, a highest point when at 31. So 4 percentage point. But they all fail. Then they're below 50%. So with this, and now let's read for now waiting President Bill say about this 35%. You know, plenty time, me no can concentrate much on the ranking. Let's show now why. The reason we make a can concentrate on the ranking, now what we call say, the ranking, now necessary condition, but not a sufficient, not sufficient. It's necessary, but not sufficient for assess you whether or not you dey progress, you dey improve. Because the ranking can be as a result of deterioration by other countries then. When you stagnant, you can even they go lower in terms of your own original individual score, but yet the ranking you bump up because the rate at which you they go lower is slower than the other people them. So now make the ranking can be misleading. I want to understand that. I try not to be technical, but now good condition say yes, a nice follow we see how we rank. But before you rank, you think of the ranking first. You need to look at the score, individual scores, and see if you they get significant. I use the word significant because if you come off from fail, you go to pass. That's not significant improvement. But not to then 2-3 points here and there. 1 year you get this, and another year you bump by 1 point. And you then at the failing grade. You then at the red. So just like where somebody gets belly puel. And then you cut out and ask him, hey, now almost month every day. Not to unnecessary question that. The person in belly don't puel. The same thing. Somebody fail. And then you say, oh, how bad you fail. Seriously? He fail. Fail not fail. So let I read to now waiting President Bill write about this. Now in Twitter page. And when I see the check mark, meaning now in 2 page this. Now in wall this. His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio has warmly received the recent report of the Transparency International at Anti-Corruption Corruption Perception Index. By the way, this index they can call on CPI as well, meaning Corruption Perceptions Index. We are not confuse that with the Consumer Price Index, the inflation. Now two different ones. So I not use that CPI connotation. I read them clear one. So the Corruption Perceptions Index, which ranked Sierra Leone 108 out of 180 countries and promised to sustain the government's war against corruption in the country. The 2023 CPI report released by Transparency International TI shows a two-step leap. See how they put them? A two-step leap from the country's ranking in 2022 and an increase in its score to 35. Our highest rank and score ever since the TI, which is the Transparency International CPI rankings, began in 1995. A whole president. You see? So imagine if a papa talks so to pikin wey don't bring result when at 35 over 100. They talk so. Whose kind message you they send to that pikin? Whose kind message you they send to that pikin? You they tell them say you do very well. So one time, and as a matter of fact, not to even 2 steps, not to 2 points. Now 1 point from 2022. So 2022 it was 34 over 100. And now we get 35 over 100. The presidents they pull tweet. And with this abysmal, what I will call abysmal numbers. Now this Ben Kelfala they say it don't get award all over the world for. From the time we una take power, 5 years going to 6 years on, you're not able to get 50%. And you not even push the needle significantly. And then, to me, their score, it clearly shows, say, we don't reach the peak. Because look how they struggle. From 33, we stick at 33 for 2 years, and then we go 34, and another 2 years we stick at 34 over 100, and now we just bump up small. But if you look, Koroma, where we say is significantly corrupt, it be there at 31. So you want to tell me, say, for the past 6 years, now only 4 percentage points we able add. Now the best that una can do in the fight against corruption. So let us finish President Bio in the reading, and let's show now the top 10 countries. And well, the countries that we pass will make people and they talk about Rwanda and stuff. If we say we want to compete, instead of we they compare to failure, why we not compare to countries and where they pass? And we try for understand waiting then they do will make them they pass the scorecard. Why we not do that? Instead, I don't tell you before. This APC SLPP comparison will they pass, it go continue for bring that country they behind because all two them partia they're not good for Salone, me fumble them. Look how President Bio they praise 35 over 100. You see, it continue for right say under President Bio's leadership, Sierra Leone has maintained a steady advance in the CPI index. The country moved from 130 in 2017 to 108. Yeah, I did a mix up. So I believe say in that in okay, so this is not the ranking, my bad. The ranking to 108 in 2023. I don't tell you about the ranking. Say the ranking not say much at all. The ranking, it gets different reasons them where a country they go up and down. It not depend upon the fact say you improve. You can deteriorate in terms of your score and still increase in the ranking. So the ranking, as I say, I don't want to let we dive too much into the ranking day. Okay, so reflecting a positive shift in Sierra Leone's global standing. You see how colorful it is right now? Reflecting a positive shift in Sierra Leone's global standing. Hear me, God. So clearly, investors, where they want foreign investors. Investors see this and say at 35 over 100, you make all this. So he ended up for say the president in acknowledging the report maintained that this feat wouldn't have been possible without the active work and support of the Anti-Corruption Commission, the citizens, civil society organizations, and government officials who have tirelessly worked towards building a nation that values integrity and ethical conduct. The president, right? Quote. He also reiterated his commitment to promoting Sierra Leone as a beacon of integrity and progress on the global stage. So me fumble them when I see why I'm so disappointed in with Salon politicians them. When I remember I talk about propaganda. Say propaganda not necessarily means say the person they say the truth, but it is skew the truth. It is mislead people with the truth. So two things. Yes, now true say at 35, now the highest score Salon ever don't get. This score. Now two. Secondly, now true say the ranking don't bump up. Well, where the ranking, where you, because now over 180. So it say we be there 130 in 2017, and as of 2023, we don't be 108. So waiting is say the number of sports, 22 sports. So waiting that they tell you now for one score increase, you bump up by 22. That they tell you say corruption, mostly in the African countries or then developing countries where they see corruption. So it tell you say corruption don't worsen at the continent, and we very clearly so. We then they see that. So as much as to me, yes, we see that I would call a negligible increase in the score, because we get to what we call in statistics, where they conduct survey. You get to what you go call statistical error, like where you go put one plus or minus something can it can be plus or minus 2, plus or minus 1. So if you factor that statistical error, the survey error, and let's say if even a plus or minus 1, so if you minus 1, we they come back to Usa Obide last year. If you say plus 1, then bump up. But if you factor that, so to me, this statistically, I go say not to improvement statistically. But the government, they look for any information for spin and give na the impression like saying a good thing. So that's not encouraging news at all for any person, particularly the people away with the advocate or where we they go try for bring Kamna Salon, the foreign investors. So let's show now why Rwanda they make a big name. That show now the countries them. So not to something where you go say, oh no country no one they do no. Small country Seychelles out of 100 then get 71%. Me fumble them. Out of 100, 71 over 100. So the least corrupt country in the entire Africa. I sort of filter them by country, by continent. So the entire Africa fumble them. Seychelles, 71 over 100. Small country of Cape Verde. So Cape Verde, and we see how much did they do well in our Nations Cup as well. And probably get something for do with that corruption where they invest in them players, them, give them things them for encourage them. 61 point over 100. So you look then two countries then they Seychelles, the previous score now be 70 over 100. This year, 2023, now 71. So that maintain where they maintain that passing grade, you go celebrate. You go one let them kill Fala. Go study how them people and they do them. But no, in the papi show, they go place there and say win award. So if at 35 score, 35%, you they win global award here and there. This person, the anti-corruption, if they get in kind, now Seychelles. So who's kind of award they for win? I go kind of try for see if I go show now America. Let una just get a better understanding as to how she's this tiny country, how they stack. And this not just Africa, there's sufficient enough now for compare with the globe. Because this now impressive score for an African country. So now then kind country here or then kind performance here, we all suppose for they take as example. Not to APC, SLPP. Like how Koroma therefore talk about Kaba and it take a victory lap, say it don't fight corruption with just kind of from 7 points where it go above Kaba in time. Where doing Kaba in time now be the worst. I will talk about the democracy though. Now the worst time that ever. So, but guess what? Look what's in the happen. With a brag. So me fumble them again. This now make us say for let una get a better understanding. I want for like una get clear picture. Because let una know they say, oh well, the president right because we pass and all that stuff then they. But guess what? The pass where we pass, you ask yourself the question. Now true pass? Or the comparison are because they compare with corrupt APC? So now that way they measure corruption? I just won't forget the answer. And let we get on straight. We fumble them. So again, the other thing where, like I say, I want for a show una is again for get them in perspective. After Cape Verde, Botswana, and we all the about Botswana. How much, even the diamond, they self get diamond. But what's in they happen now, I believe say then they get they request more for the diamond than saloon. And Salon, for the most part, we they corrupt practice, and they rob you palm. You even lie in terms of the value of the diamond and stuff. All that's a corrupt practice. All that a corrupt practice. So after Botswana, Rwanda. The previous year, Rwanda begat 51 over 100. In 2023, 53 over 100. So now tell me, if you're now investor, you care about your money, Rwanda, Botswana, Cape Verde, Seychelles, all them countries then they, you go left for go invest in them, go na salon, where not today come out, you care about multiply your money. So now then questions yourself for they ask yourself. So when the presidents, they make all these fancy words, anti-corruption, they bubuzela this, and not compare to Rwanda, and not compare to them country them way consistently down there above 50. Try for tell we, say, oh, I go Rwanda, or I go Botswana, or I go Cape Verde, for go study the method whether they use. No, he use method, he gladdy, where that method it just move inch. So the question now, like how don't begin see so with parentarily, where he get for come now to the core SLPP people them. Now make us say this number in my own assessment, this number we don't reach the peak. So we don't get for go way above this again, or this 35. So we go to 36, but the possibility for like a go down, a higher, a greater, because of the cherry picking where in the ACC they do. And the Vuvuzela say they do plenty work and stuff. Now, I say I go show una North America, let una get a sense of Usai America Day. Will make to me, I like this index past the MCC, because the MCC, una see what they talk about, Salon repeatedly they fail the International Corruption Index. Repeatedly. Since them begin show this index, we they fail them. But the MCC, una no say Koma be past the MCC, the corruption index. Koma pass the corruption index. And Koma be get a compact program. It just happens in a mini compact program. It be win a program on that MCC day. But una no talk about them. So as corrupt as Koma in government be, it still be past the MCC score. The reason being is the country them where them put Salon, the category where Salon they. Now corrupt countries them as well. So like how that example I give now, C student. When you there among like how we put some so you there among the A students there now, then put you in the general class where all kinds of students, the big fool, the clever one, all they look how they do. 35% with a beat bondo drum. We sort of they knock pot cover. 35%. So if you flip them to the MCC, then maybe don't go up to 80 something. Where so far, not just minimal increment, very minimal, to me not to significant increments that at all, because we still fail. So now it make a try for the make una understand the perspective of this corruption fight. Because to me, I look at the numbers. The numbers, they tell me a lot of story. So for say kudos to Seychelles, let me show you Canada, America. So again, let's just show una, remind una, say an African country get 71. Cape Verde get 64. How they rank compared to America? In terms of corruption, Canada gets 76 over 100. Uruguay gets 73. Barbados gets 69. America gets 69 over 100. It not surprise me, and I believe say Bokofuna, when we call ourselves America self corrupt and stuff. So this they show now. And remember, last year, this index, now 69 points then get as well. So that's the show say you get African country where they do a lot better than America in the fight of corruption against corruption. So not to more reason for like Ben Kelfala going at them small countries than they for gold land. One day unado yeri is say anything about that. Instead, it is knock pot cover per we. So let's take the last few calls them and I go close. But this night, this I want for bring to our attention tonight. Me famble them say where we politicians them they say something, then can exaggerate. If you read President Bill in tweet, you go say, "Oh, Salon they do extremely well, against the fight against corruption." But no. Compared to the global perspective, no, not at all. So me not care too much about the ranking. Like I say, the ranking, yes, na good condition, na condition for let we assess, but it's not sufficient for let we say we don't win the fight or we they win the fight. No, because otherwise you go give Koroma kudos. Because Koroma na 31 versus Tijankaba in 24. So it pushed the needle by 7 percentage points. But still, me and you two know even the BO administration no say it's not sufficient. Because it not fail. Even though to Koroma na improvement, but still na failure. Still corruption there. It be there na Koroma in government. So now that it tell we. Now that the corruption index tell we. So still, corruption be there na Koroma in government. So the same thing here. Why me SLPP supporters are not going to accept that? So corruption still there in the BO administration. So even though they push the needle, in this case, 4 points from Koroma in peak, when I be 31 to 35 now 4 points. But yet, that 35 means say corruption still there. Whether they give me and you to the impression like say corruption is very, very minimal. No, corruption still there. And when you compare 34, 35 to 31, it means say in a big time. The difference not that huge at all statistically. So corruption still there. So until they accept the fact, say corruption still there, then they play politics with this. My brothers and sisters, they're not going to do the right thing for fight corruption. If they want fight corruption, then go able do them. But they're not willing for do that because they cherry pick who that they for go after. And as a result, the country go continue for stagnate. They one place. HMA one place, something like that. But let me take a couple of calls and then I'll go close. VS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting your name and who side you call from, please?
Yes, sir, Mr. Kagbo. Alusain again.
Yes, brother Alusain. Thank you so much for we call again and waiting your additional take on the program tonight, sir.
That's what you do because it takes time and effort for the research here. For the educate we. The reality in Salon is corruption. For I don't pass God no more. The communities come out Salon. I see the corruption broad daylight. Like how we did APC, SLPP, at the same time no more BC. But the only thing about that petty corruption is rampant again. Then apart money they give because like the police tell number one, then they get better money, then they pay them better. So they get no option, passing for the land. But sometimes you treat them bad now and the small island and they pay them police them fine. They don't need for take bribery. But the corruption is inside Salon, like how you analyze no more. Not to pass, mark the money. A baby step. But I don't call it propaganda. In the president, the statement of for the president, office of the president, or whatever make that statement there. I will call it a political spin. A positive spin they want to put for this, basically. Because when you look recently for answer hourly, we that be easy target for APC because of the last incident halfway up in the parliament, 2018. We are for call police. Even though not to him make verdict, not to him pass the verdict in the court for say that petition against APC, but nine almost have been out in the bad policy because nine call police. Because of the court decision, he not call police because we order the court, sorry, at the parliament. Just like you were stand up, you were to petition the water, somebody will see you, they always pick up and they will say like you put out like you see the court. So for example, let's not say that the real culprit with the APC in the parliament. The real culprit is the judiciary. But because in call police now, so now I the target right now. But I will tell you one thing, sir. This will happen. Parliamentary they prayed, making not two other people under the boss. It is inside parliament, not so you want to. This thing until you don't begin, not to see they don't begin. I want we no more on the target now. It's a full, they go put the weapon. So they don't throw under the boss now. But other one they back in this country, they do the same thing about. They investigate good. But you not go push too much because they go say because they don't get you and I make you up, pull other people na do back. So corruption, it is alone first. I'm not like how you talk no more. Not to pass now, baby step now we take so. Baby step. We get long way for go. As compared to them keep bad or them Sierra Leone. But like we'll continue for playing no more small. That baby step will make small at least that we grow up small, we'll not go down again. So like we stop the bleeding no more now. You know? Hello?
Yes, and I like that point the way you make. Now encouraging sign, but that way they vuvuzela like say they don't do so much than they dishonest, in my opinion.
But I don't go say this. It's in politics. You know, you politics like I did not know. But when I want to get confused with that Chicago, that what if they talk about this election because it's like if we stick to that point where we say, then people are go to the court, let court give the verdict. A court can tell electoral commissioner what they do. Not to America, they tell electoral commissioner what they do. Not to nobody. That the court, that the judgment, then go say release to say and something. So America not right for tell electoral commissioner what an independent country. So I don't know come out to go tell America say because Trump don't do something, when I produce this what it comes to. No.
Well, yeah, well, actually, other countries then can make comment. It just happen almost say just like our America, and a comments they make, they no get anything else for do, but a comment. Other countries then can make comment, just like how they make comment about Israel.
A democracy, they for go through the right channel, let the judge, they pass judgment, say, or they go for release to document. Otherwise, the man will listen to her. You cannot say they listen to. They go disrespect themselves. If America still do this, they go do it.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, my brother. Let me wrap up the call. And I agree with you to some extent. But again, America not tell the commissioner they do not tell anybody for overturn the election or something. Then just say no more, given the international observers them. But the question now is, but anyway, I'll let you go. I'll not keep you too long. But before I kind of answer this question, the question we get is, President Bill repeatedly, instead they talk about that MCC money, the MCC project. So why did it make Salongo through this pain? Some people and they say, oh well, INSEF na player, not a referee, so he no go tell Corner waiting for do. No, Ekiebo go court, and through the access to information, Ekiebo, if President Bill go court for like Corner release the numbers then they long time Corner for them release the numbers then they. We all know that. So in no need for even tell Corner directly, Ekiebo indirectly advocate for like Corner release them, so he no go hold the country to ransom. Hostage for let the country develop. because this MCC compact now hostage. They don't give we a kind of I will say lifeline for use this tripartite agreement, but look how it a cripple. So meaning that it will be easier for like President Bill advocate for like Corner publish their result here and satisfy the United States, because now the reason that we make them not release them, they suspend them because of issue with the elections. So like Sierra Leone'S them and the entire world, because according to the president in party SLPP, then Talain Center, they say even the president get about 60%. So if una believe say the president gets 60 or more percent, so why una for allow Corner? So you see where it not makes sense, where it's suspicious to some Sierra Leone'S them and even the world, and that make this situation, this issue not able to go away. Because the president, it make like feel saying a big deal, but not a big deal to even Sierra Leone'S them. So this person they ask, Mr. Cargo, if what you're saying is right, my question to you is that why do we have a current tripartite committee in the first place? Great question, my brother. And the uselessness of that whole agreement, they see so. Because one caller be talk and I be agree with 100%. All to the party them be they play games. Do not be honest to the saloon people them. Then go there and say, okay, well, we will try for corner them. And for the fact say then do that genuineness not there in the implementation, that honesty, and it caused this issue. Because as I say, unfortunately, APC, the line we then take, they're not for be able sustain that line, they not for go parliament, because that for means say, then for be get for come with alternative means for like the people them, the parliamentarians them, the councillors, mayors, for pay them, for sustain them financially. They not get that money there. So that strategy where they make that boycott thing enough will be effective for very long. So they'll be kind of they face that risk thing. And on the president's side, Isiam say if them people are not calm, participate in a parliament in the kind number, it go considered one party state. And that go cause for like them small money away they get to, not even get them. So you see how they all two get to stake. So what they do now, they therefore manipulate the whole agreement in their favor. And that's the backfire now. Because for the most part, the president, the mistake we then do, the thing them way the president ask for upfront, that thing they were doable. And they only need one thing from them for let them go back and participate in the parliament and for take their seats now the council, mayors them and stuff like that. Now that's mostly in need from them. So it go considered a multi-party, even though a two-party state now, but it go considered working democracy. So that make, even in my opinion, they agree to tin them by the agreement where they not agree with. They sign them. But they know very well say they not go do them. But they sign them for please APC. So APC go think say they don't get SLPP around. They don't get the government for falling at the trap. So then decide for giving. And when they giving now, look what it happen. So now then kind thing and they make me sister, my brother, absolutely. This is just a complete mess. Good for the country, this tripartite agreement, because it not be done in good faith. So as a result of that, nothing better not going come out of it. Now, my own opinion, I will be pleasantly surprised Again, one thing I be say, if this committee, you get equal number of members from APC, equal number of members from SLPP, and I think the tiebreaker na the UN representative. So tell me, if they come per vote, and then the other APC committee members then say, well, we go want for let them publish their numbers here because we don't see say their numbers here be flawed, where then they review them. Because remember, they get for review past election processes. So including this one, when in June 2023. And for review part of the process, you get access to the data. You don't go tell me, say, oh, they review something and not see the result. So then get for make the result. And now if they vote and say, well, we don't see the result, we see say a lot of issue there with the result here. So for let we know the public perception of them and stuff, for publish them. If now one of the recommendations then where then go give, so then for publish the disaggregated result by polling station. So if they vote, all APC SLPP members then say no, they're not for publish them, but all of APC members then say for publish them, and highly likely the UN representative go there in favor of publishing them. So the question now is, what they go do? So then they go create another tension because it's very clear. So instead of them publish them, we go back door for go lobby, quote and unquote, for even go bribe, for like the MCC people them look the other way. So me fumble them, I go tap here, and I hope I answer your question, Ishmael. So to me, in the first place, it not be necessary because now waste of money, now waste of time, now more agitation for the people of Sierra Leone, because all that they cause for like the tension continue for the country. Because if they don't publish the result here as requested by the international community, President Bio for the if we see say then publish them, we check the numbers. President Bio gets in 56%. Guess what? It will restore in dignity now the wall, not to just salon, but the wall. And waiting down there go make it go even pour in more assistance for the country, and it will even influence investors there, more investors there in the country, and it will even, in my opinion, it will stabilize the country, and it will bring the country in this kind mess where it is so. Where now people then get tension, because if they publish the result, and we all see, and the result, APC do not get otherwise, do not get anything contrary to waiting and publish, and we see say President Bill get the 56%, and all the MPs then they then deserving of their position. But you as APC person, you will get any reason for doubt again? You will get any reason for fitiate somebody for cost the president or for cost corner? No. So you see how tension go minimize? Because, and again, for independent people like me, we believe say not good for we country, for let them not release them because not international best practice. If APC somebody complain and still say, oh, I don't agree, Samurai win and stuff, I go say, but no, they don't publish the results. And the observers them, because some of them get copy, the copy where they get, then they publish, and that published copy, it shows say President Bill win. So who side the tension come out again? So then therefore don't bring peace in the country. And if we don't even, like I say, restore President Bill in dignity. But for right now, pass no more way in the kind of slogan, but it's shameful. It don't get that much respect at all. Internationally. Not so then side them, look funnily, if they go get award as best leader, and seriously, somebody where they struggle up till now for let people accept the result of the election, for let international community and even local people like me for accept the result. And a lot happier. I'm for telling una boku thank you for we una join the program tonight, and let God bless una with una family. Let God bless mamas. Let God bless the presenters then at VOS, and we all we they consider and talk about the country and all that. Let God continue to bless we. And I can always say, dear, let we not swear them politicians here. Because if we swear them a cage, and the country will go beyond more and more. But let we make sure, say, we pray for them, let God direct them, and above all, let them do the right thing. Let them think of Salone first. So, until next week, I don't know if I will come Saturday with Matilda, because I understand say we want to do a special program, but we'll talk more about it. So until next week, I want to tell una boku thank you. Let God bless una again with una family. And above all, the country where me and you to call home, where we cherish. Let God bless the one and only country where we call Mama Salone. Until next week, me na Abdul Karim Kagbo, they say una tata.
Voice of Salone Radio, they get them Mr. and Miss Voice of Salone 2024 live at Messing Car Park, opposite Biango Farm. The date na February 14, Valentine's Day. Entrance fee na 50 euros. Can see where girl picking and boy picking there, they first forget 1 grain crown. Are you self-seeing? Not a wonderful news stand, eh? Well, before I talk more, I'll show you this place. And see more. This is not the pool area in case you want to relax and get a very nice time. As you can see, the water very much clean and the area very much spacious. Me on gallery like for take nice and quality pictures. As you can see, we get a very nice background for una. And I promise say, when at the camp at this wonderful program, we're not going to get anything but the best. In case you want to relax, we get perfect hot here. We get good days. Because we get some of the family that we not go on for go relax inside the pool. Then we get them perfect hot there for you. And it's something about Messing Car Park. What's in our space? You can park. You don't need to worry about jam-packed business. Space there enough. We get the parking space here. For now, one for car with the car there. The space enough. Nothing to worry about. Don't forget to the date na February 14, Valentine's Day. Entrance fee na just 50 millions, no more. We dey assure una safety and maximum security. Una safety na we priority.
Let we believe and we worship Him.